Hey, my legion, how y'all doing? I'm here today to do a movie review. Actually, this night, Friday night. This is a really, really bad one. It's from the Euroshock collection. It should be called the Euroschlock collection, which is another term for bad movie. This is The Graveyard of Horror, Where Evil Lives. Now, it has a whole bunch of stuff on the back, and if you read this, it'll make the movie sound a lot better than what it really is. It just talks about basically how the monster came to being. And there's like this monster in this graveyard, and this basically what happens is this guy goes back to his ancestral home to look for his wife who passed away. And they find out that his wife, who was pregnant, they both died. And he was looking for questions with his sister's family and their crazy mother. And he eventually went and started digging up a grave, and he found that she wasn't in there. Like, where the heck did she go? And later on, these two guys cloaked in these masks got the guy, and they took him to this like one secret hidden place in the graveyard where like this big mound of dirt is that's pulsating with these tubes coming out of it. They put him in there, and all of a sudden this monster comes out and very badly attacks him. Not, I mean, when I say very badly, I mean it's very badly filmed. And and shortly after that, one of the monsters attacks a little kid, and then pretty much after that, is a bunch of the people just walking around talking about pretty much nothing. It's really, really boring. I mean, horribly boring. And then nothing really happens. And then towards the end, I have an attack scene to show you how bad this movie is. I'm not giving away anything by any spoilers, or I don't think anyone's going to want to see this movie anyways. But it's terrible. And I usually like really bad movies, but there's a difference between bad and entertaining, which, like, Plane 9 from Outer Space or Attack Killer Mayors, those are entertaining bad movies. This is a bad movie that sucks. Really bad. The only really noteworthy thing is it's made in 1971, and it has a guy from, he kind of looks like Leslie Nielsen in Pieces, made in like 13 years later, or 11 or 13 years later in the 80s, about that guy with the chainsaw in this college university. And he's in this one too, but he's a lot younger because this was made way before that came out back in 71. And also he was in Endless Ascent. That's the only really noteworthy actor in the movie because it just his face, he kind of looks like a kind of like Leslie Nielsen a little bit, and he had real bushy eyebrows, real bad. And I have a clip from the movie towards the end. It'll show you how badly the attacks are filmed, and his attack is so bad I had to get it on film. It's so funny, it's terrible. So, like they said on the Bush's baked bean commercials, roll that beautiful bean footage. To take these tubes out, you guys are watching. That's that guy from Pieces. Watch how bad this attack is. It's terrible.
Robert! No, it's Lexter!
See, I told you the movie was lousy. I mean, it's just so boring. I love movies like this. The acting's horrible, low budget, stupid, but it's just so boring. Nothing happens in it, pretty much. I mean, that one scene I showed had some action in it, and there was a little bit of action in the first half hour. And most of it's just a bunch of people wandering around talking about nothing. And then, well, after that scene, there's another. It's toward the end of the movie. There's another like 6 minutes of the movie, and a few things happen, but not very exciting. And it kind of just the whole story wraps up. And you do see the monster, but they give away what the monster looks like because they show him right there, and he's only in like the last minute or so of the movie where they really show him really good. But I mean, this is just really boring. I'd probably give this a 1 out of 10. It's awful for Graveyard of Horror. Terrible, terrible movie. So if you see this, I'd skip it because it's really boring. And I remember seeing this. They used to have like a local late night horror show on Channel 24 called, I think it was the Midnight Horror Show or something like that. And then they changed to the Just Right for Late Night Horror Show when they revamped it and they redid it. But Graveyard Horror was in back then, and I remember I hated it back then. And I thought I saw that the guy from work was giving away a bunch of DVDs, so I thought I'd check it out again. It didn't cost nothing. I still hate the movie, but I definitely stay away from Graveyard of Horror, despite the cool title. It's horrible and boring, really boring. So I want to end. I wanted to show you. This is the one device that's used to measure my dad's oxygen, and my sister bought this thing. This is super expensive. This little, well, it comes with a case, but this little thing is $50. That's really expensive. And what it has is it shows your how much oxygen you have in your body, and also shows you your pulse rate right here. A little on switch right there. So I'm going to turn it on. I showed this a long time ago on one of my videos. I haven't shown it in a while, so I thought I'd do it again. I turn it on. Okay, it goes on your middle finger. Okay. Oh wow, it's backwards. That's right. Okay. Oh no, it's like this. I'm sorry. My mistake. Okay, my oxygen level is 98, and my pulse is 74. Well, 73 now. Okay. And you take it right off, and it shuts off by itself. And that's it. So I thought I'd show you that and do a little test on myself. See, it's shutting off right now. We're getting ready to. It just cleared itself. So avoid Graveyard of Horror at all costs, unless you want to be bored. And especially a late night viewing, you'll put you to sleep. It's really terrible. So until next time, everybody. Hey, please take care, my legion.